Vrishabhanu Maharaj, he passed some years without having any children. Of course, he had Sridama, but then, which was the older brother of Radharani, but then he became 50 years old. He was 50 years old, and he didn't have any, and he wanted to have more children. So he was advised to go to Kamyavan. He went to Kameshwar Mahadev and he prayed, please bless me with another son or more children. So then he was advised that he should go to the bank of the Yamuna. So he went to the bank of the Yamuna and he engaged in worship of the sun there. And it happens to be in a place called Raval. We had the opportunity, good fortune, to see Radharani's Abhishek in Raval this morning by the mercy of the devotees. So he went to that place, to Raval, and began his worship of the sun god. So then it's explained that this is the general way which Srimati Radharani appears. And this is glorified by Raghunath Das Goswami in Brajavilas Tav. He says that Radharani, Yogamaya arranged for Radharani to be placed in the womb of Kirtida. In the jewel-like womb, or he said, the jewel-like Radharani was placed into the mine-like, the womb of Kirtida was like a mine, like a jewel mine. And she appeared from that, in that way, as the daughter of Kirtida and Vrishabhanu. This is the general way. But we'll also explain there's a Naimitic Lila which occurs occasionally, and that's described in Lalita Madhav, quoting from Patalkanda, Padma Puran, and other places. We'll describe that later. So this ordinary appearance, Radharani appears like this, and then she's living there. Now, we want to consider, first of all, the day. Today is Ashtami, but it is a particular nakshatra, a constellation known as Anuradha, which is convenient, because even if we think of the nakshatra, there's 27 nakshatras. One of them is named Vishaka, one is Chitra, and one is Anuradha. So she appeared on Anuradha. This day, the particular nakshatra, and incidentally, this Tithi of Ashtami actually ends today. It started yesterday. It ends today at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's why many temples, they're bathing Radharani. In Mathura and other places, they're bathing Radharani at 6 or 7 because it's the most auspicious time remaining in this Ashtami Tithis. They're very exact. And so this is Ashtami. Now the characteristics of this nakshatra, of Anurad, it has a characteristic. It's called a soft star. It's a soft star. So if anyone is born as this is their Janma nakshatra of Anurad, then they will be very gentle. They will be very soft in appearance and very gentle and kind and loving in their dealings. And they will generally be a devotee of Krishna or Vishnu. This is the influence of someone born under Anuradha nakshatra. So Radharani is born on this nakshatra, and if you examine the 25 primary qualities of Srimati Radhika, you will see that she's very gentle, she's very charming, she's submissive to her superiors and respectful. All these different qualities which are characteristics of anyone born under Anuradha nakshatra. So that's one point. Now another point is a particular paksha. Paksha means the half of the month. There's Krishna paksha and Shukla paksha. Sometimes it's called Krishna paksha and Gauri paksha. Gauri means fair or golden. So paksha means the half of the month. In English we say the bright half of the month and the dark half of the month. From Amavasya to Purnima, that is the bright half. And from Purnima to Amavasya is the dark half. So Krishna, as we know, he appeared on Ashtami, in Bhadra Mas, in the month of Bhadra, on Ashtami, in the dark time of the month. Because Krishna is very dark. He is very dark in color, and his dealings are very dark and mysterious and mischievous. Everything that's illegal, he makes legal. But what's illegal and illicit in the material world, when he engages in it, what is black for us becomes white for him. So although he's born in this Krishna Paksha, all his dealings are completely pure and transcendental. So he's born on Bhadra Mas, on Krishna Ashtami. Now Radharani, she is born in the Gauri, the bright half of the month. And she is born on Ashtami, on Shukla Ashtami, which is called Gauri Ashtami. So it's very interesting that Krishna is born on Krishna Ashtami, and Radharani is born on Radhastami, which is also the Paksha, or the particular Tithi is also called Gauri Paksha, or that half of the month. Now, that's nice. But now let's consider something about these dates. If you're going to make a marriage, if you're going to make the ideal perfect marriage, because every man wants to marry the perfect girl, so there are certain considerations that he will take into mind. He will take into mind what is her Janam Paksha and what is her Janam Nakshatra. What is the constellation or the star at her time of birth, and what time of the month was she born, dark half or bright half. It just so happens that the Anurad Nakshatra is exactly opposite the Rohini Nakshatra. And Rohini Nakshatra is the birth star of someone named Krishna. So when you want to make a marriage combination, the ideal marriage combination is to find a boy and a girl who have opposite nakshatras. So Rohini Nakshatra and Anurad Nakshatra are totally opposite in the Jyotish, in the sky. So therefore opposites attract, as we know, opposites attract. So these are the perfect opposite nakshatras. So they make the perfect combination. Now the next consideration of combining boys and girls in marriage is the paksha. When is she born? So if the boy and girl are opposite pakshas, then also very good. So it just so happens that Krishna is born in the opposite paksha, or the opposite half of the month is Radharani. Radharani is born in the Shukla Paksha Ashtami, and Krishna is born in Krishna Paksha Ashtami. So if some astrologer were to do Radharani's chart and Krishna's chart, he would say, the perfect match. I couldn't think of a better person for Krishna than Radharani, and I couldn't think of a better boy for Radharani than Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe! So, naturally, whenever Krishna does something, he does it perfectly, in the best possible way. He fine-tunes everything, even down to the nakshatras and the pakshas, although he's transcendental to all the laws of this world. Anyway, he moves like this.